is our famous Caribbean peas and rice and stew chicken dish. If you want to see how I made this beautiful, delicious meal, stay tuned and watch the entire video. Yes, so welcome back, wonderful people. Here I have my chicken that's already seasoned. That is chicken leg that I chopped up into pieces, and I seasoned it with all my nice seasoning and my spices. And I'm just adding some onions and some bell peppers into my chicken, you know, because I like that stuff. I like onion and garlic and green peppers and all those stuff. Yeah. People usually do this dish with chicken wings, but I am starting to dislike chicken wings. So mostly you'll see me eating chicken leg or drumstick. Yeah. So I'm just cutting up my bell peppers to put in my chicken, and I like my peppers and them big and chunky because I want to actually taste it when I'm eating. I want to feel the crunch in my mouth and everything. So yeah, I like my vegetables to be chopped up very big for this particular dish. Okay. I have some pieces of ginger here to put in my pot, and of course my garlic. I'm not going to be adding them now in the chicken. I'm going to wait until the chicken is simmering in the pot and I put them in, right? So here, let me tell you what I am doing. I might have a slow down the video, but here, this is what we call bun coloring, right? This is coloring. This is what we use to get our chicken to look dark, to look black, right? This is that is what we do in the Caribbean when we cooking stew chicken. We burn all of our coloring, right? So put a couple spoons of sugar into the pot, and we light the stove so that when the sugar melts, it turns into this black liquidy form. That is what we call coloring, right? And that is what's happening here. It's turning black. That is what we need. Some people like it a bit brown, I like a bit dark brown, but here I want mine to be a bit dark, right? That color and that consistency. This is what we call stew chicken, right? So I have the door open so that the smoke can go out because it smokes a lot. Or open your door or your windows. So I'm putting my chicken in, right? And then I'm going to give it a good stir until all of the coloring mixes well with my chicken and it has that good dark pretty color. This is what I'm talking about. Stir it nice and let it bubble, let it simmer, bubble, simmer, bubble chicken, bubble chicken, bubble chicken, bubble. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about. So pretty it looks with all my peppers and stuff. That is the color that we want. If you don't know, chicken leg springs its own water, so I haven't thrown any water in there yet, so the chicken can properly cook down. So I leave the water that springs from the chicken, right? And now I'm adding my garlic and my ginger into the pot, you know, and my God, that gives it like the taste, the bad man taste. Would that taste so good? Oh, I can't even explain it, but you have to try it. You have to try it. Caribbean people ain't gonna know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so then I'm gonna leave it to cook, and I'm going to be adding water bit by bit until it's fully cooked. Now I'm preparing my pot here for my peas to be cooked down. So I added some onion and garlic and a bit of salt to season the pot early so my peas can cook down, so I can throw my rice in. Right, so leaving it to boil. Some people are throwing the peas right away. Yeah, this is lentil peas, okay, green lentil peas, and I added about 2 cups of peas into that, and I leave it let so the peas can be soft. When the peas is soft and ready, you know that it's cooked, then I will add my rice into the pot. So me realize now I cook too much peas, so I have to take out some of the pot now. So I took some of the pot. I'm going to leave that to cool and place in the freezer so that I can use it another time, right? Yeah, so I throw some water in the pot. The peas is cooked and I already added my rice. I added 3 cups of rice, guys. I had the footage where I was putting my rice in, but I lost it. How did that happen? Anyway, yeah, I'm now seasoning my pot with some salt to give my pot some taste. You know, I eat no ital food, okay? We want the pot to get taste, okay? It's good flavor Caribbean food. I'm tasting it in my hands. I just want a pinch mustard, a pinch look more, and then you know it go done off. Yeah. Other people put all sort of stuff in their rice, but I just use my salt and also another important ingredient I use to flavor my peas and rice. Look at my chicken, guys. It's almost finished cooking it. Look at how it's pretty. Oh my God. I mean, how could you resist that? Yes, people. So my coconut milk, this is what I use to cook my peas and rice with. When the peas is the rice. Sorry. When the rice is almost finished, then I add in my coconut milk, which give it that sweet, savory flavor. Anybody know me at that, boy? Yes, that coconut milk. We can get that up here, but people I know use the raw coconut, get the coconut and make their own milk and all and stuff. But I just buy the milk from out the shop and make it easier. You know what I mean? Yes, look how creamy that looks. Trust me. When it finish, it be bam, it blow up my mouth, blow up my teeth, everything and gone with our rice there. Please feel free to leave a comment down below and let me know if you're enjoying my Caribbean dishes videos. Yeah, so I enjoy the kitchen, I enjoy cooking, and you know, sometimes I doing stuff and I just want to pick up the camera and show you guys how I do this and how I do it, as everybody do things differently. But most of my cooking and the way I do stuff came from me learning from my grandmother and my mother, right? So I'm just making my salad with cabbage and carrots, and I'm going to be putting some mayonnaise in there with a little tip of sugar just to give it that sweet like taste. I not really to like up this salad here because it has mayonnaise in there, but I find when I add a bit of sugar into it, I will eat it. Yeah, I prefer the other salad with the tomato and lettuce, but yeah, this goes well with my peas and rice. Yes, my people, look at this. My dish is finally finished. My stewed chicken, peas and rice with salad and tomatoes, cucumbers and lettuce, and a glass of marby on the side. Where me you don't know marby have to sell off it thing, have to end off it thing. I mean, yeah, so that is my Caribbean dish. Look how pretty and delicious it looks. I mean, come on. Chicken is properly colored. My peas and rice is flavorful and everything. This simple dish I'm cooking for lunch for my family, and it makes me feel so close to home, right? And my marby, oh.